Another weekend for the Iowa Heartlanders, and pleased to be joined by Iowa Heartlanders defenseman Grant Hindman. And Grant, for you, you've spent, it's also crazy to believe, almost a month already with the team, 3-4 weekends now. What's been your impressions of your first foray into professional hockey?
Well, first of all, and this was kind of unexpected, it's an incredibly tight group here. And I've learned pretty quickly that the staff, the players, everybody in the front office is really committed to having a winning team, having a winning year, and I'm really happy to be a part of this team, especially given first playoff in team history. So just overall really, really excited, glad to be here.
When you joined the team was going over to Rapid City, South Dakota, took a couple games for the Landers to get the first win eventually against Fort Wayne, but just reflecting a little bit, I know it's 2 or 3 weeks ago, that weekend against Fort Wayne, how did that help get you and get the team back on the right path to eventually clinch last weekend?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think everything's a step towards the right path. And even in Rapid City, you could tell at least I could tell the character of the team. Despite those losses, we were committed to winning, and it wasn't get away from our habits. It was stay true to them. And so those were steps in the right direction. And then obviously those wins against Fort Wayne were huge. Definitely a team we'll probably see in playoffs. So that was a big response to come back after the first night, a loss, and then have 2 strong wins there. So great building blocks towards playoffs for sure.
How did it all happen that you got connected with Derek Damon?
So our season ended in Minnesota State, I think a Saturday, and Monday I got a quick call, and Dames wanted to reach out, wanted to have me come here and play here, and I liked what I heard. I was super excited about the opportunity, especially to come to a winning team. With a great culture, what Dames promised over the phone, and I could tell that right away from the second I got here.
So how quick is that? It's a quick transition. He wanted you to get on the bus as you kind of drove like 8-10 hours to get here, and then another 10 hours to go to Rapid City. So what was that day or two like? Because I think if I remember right, the bus left on Tuesday night, and you find out on Monday that the team's even interested in you and who the Heartlanders maybe even are.
Yeah, it was very quick, and I didn't expect it to happen that fast. I was really hopeful that I'd have some interest from an ECHL team. I got the call Monday, and I kind of asked Dames, what's my timeline like here? And he kind of just said, it's got to be a quick decision. So I said, okay, let me get back to you. I talked with my family, talked with all the right people, my former coaches, and made kind of a snap decision. I left 5:30, 6 a.m. the next day, drove 11 hours to Iowa City and hopped on the bus for Rapid City. So it was a long travel day for sure, but I'm glad I did it, and I'm glad I did it as quickly as I did.
Yeah, we were complaining about 10 hours there, 10 hours back. You had another 10 hours kind of built into there. What's your impression of, if you knew anything about Iowa City? I'm not sure if you had been through before. I know some guys, USHL days, would drive through here on the way up to Cedar Rapids or other locations going around. But what's your impression of Coralville, Iowa City area?
Well, I come from Sault Ste. Marie when I was playing in school, so super, super small town, but really, really tight community. And I kind of see similar things, obviously a much larger town, but a decent-sized community that's close with each other. So I can draw some comparisons there, but I enjoy the larger size. There's a lot more restaurants, a lot more things to do, those kind of things. And overall, I've really enjoyed it. This is my first experience of Iowa City. I've never been here before, didn't know a ton about it. I had a trainer at Lake State who went to University of Iowa, and he sung praises about the city, and I can see why. So, I expected good things, and I've had nothing but good things so far.
Lake State has played a big role in Iowa Heartlanders history, not only you, but obviously Yuki Mira and a few other faces along the way that have spent their time up in Sault Ste. Marie, way in the UP there. So what's Yuki like as a captain now that you're seeing him on this side in the professional ranks?
Well, after I kind of made the decision to come to Iowa, during the drive, I think an hour or two into the drive, I got a text from Yuki immediately. It just said, pumped to have you here, excited to have another Lake State guy. And I think that really tells about someone's character right off the bat. And he's been nothing short of spectacular from what I've seen in the locker room. He's a very much lead by example type of guy, and everyone follows him. And for good reason, is because he works his tail off constantly and does all the right things all over the place. So he's somewhat of a legend at Lake State, so that's kind of what I expected. But no, it's been awesome getting to know Yuki and getting to be part of his experience.
Well, he's a legend here, too. It's kind of the house that Yuki built in some ways here because he's been here since year one. Grant, thanks for spending a few minutes. We appreciate it. I know the fans always love to get to know the new guys, so thanks so much.
Thanks, Fine. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. We're going to take a quick break. When we come right back, our coverage of Iowa Heartlanders continues around the corner.